Hi guys, welcome to Friday Night Live. Well, we recorded the Friday Night Live and we didn't like it, so we're replacing it with a video recording. We've also changed topic. We're talking about resilience, and to be honest, we just came from our heads, too pre-prepared and not authentic and genuine enough. And what we wanted to do, well, Innate Evolution as a philosopher, you kind of want to be real and honest and human and make mistakes and do the best we can. So yeah, we didn't do a great job, so here it is. But anyway, 30 seconds of waffling.
It's beautiful though.
So we wanted to talk about loss.
Loss and resiliency.
Yeah.
And you're not broken.
So
Rudi, you were telling me a little bit about your experience when your mom passed and how you went into a depression for 3 years after that. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, again, it's completely normal for people to die. My mum passed away when I was still fairly young, I guess, in my mind. And
How old were you?
I think I was about 32.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not really young. But I remember when my mum passed away, she was my best friend. Saw her every day. We used to do everything together. And when she passed away, it left such this enormous gap. God, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it now. It's this enormous gap in my life. She was kind of like my supporter, my cheerleader, and like my home, in a sense. And then when that left, I felt my home got kind of, anyway. So what happened, she passed away before I understood what I understand now about the three principles or the nature of experience. And I thought that wise people, that spiritual people, that people that understood the three principles, they can get over things really quickly, and that they can navigate through things with peace and well-being. And I had all these ideas about what it meant, and so I tried to do that. I tried to be resilient. I tried to have peace of mind. I tried to understand that she's not really dead, that she's just, moving on spiritually. I tried to do all this stuff, and as I did more, the harder I tried, the worse I got. And I never saw a doctor, and I don't know, but I think I probably would have been given the label of depression if I'd gone to see a psychiatrist, because I had no libido, had no energy, wanted to sleep all the time, was grumpy, felt very, very despondent a lot of the time. And what was happening is I was resisting my feeling. If I felt sad, no, I'm not going to feel sad. If I'm going to cry, no, I'm too manly to cry. If I want to feel happy that, my God, what a beautiful spirit my mum was. No, I can't think that about my mum because she's dead. And I had all this thinking preventing my experience to just move through. Fast forward in time, when my dad passed away more recently, I think it was about 4 years ago. I love my dad too. He's one of my best friends. And knowing what I know now, I allowed my experience to just happen as it was. So if I was upset, I felt upset. If I wanted to cry, I cried. If I mourned, I mourned. Like, there was no doing or not doing to any of my experience. It was just this beautiful, honest, naked experience, just as it is. Almost no resistance to pass through this conduit of a person consciousness. And guess what? I had depressive moments, but I wasn't depressed. I mean, I wasn't depressed with my mum, because who we are can't be depressed. We're spiritual beings. There's not a thing to be depressed there, but I had a lot of depressive thinking running through me, whereas my dad was very different. I didn't love my dad less. It's just I ignored my human experience, meaning that I allowed it to happen just as it was, just as it is, no resistance. And so the reason we wanted to talk about that is lots of people suffer from loss, And saying that, well, everybody dies, loss is a part of life, isn't that bloody helpful? Yeah, great, it may be true, but there's suffering involved. And I think knowing we don't have to suffer our suffering so much,
Right.
that we can just feel horrible. It doesn't have to mean anything about us. There doesn't have to be a perfect kind of experience. It doesn't have to be a particular way we experience. Just because we feel sad doesn't mean anything about us. It means as human beings, we're the full spectrum of the rainbow. The yellow, the greens, the oranges, the blues, the blacks, the greys, all of it just as it is. Embracing all of it just as it is without trying to just be the yellow or just be the pink, you get this incredible collage of colours. If rainbows were just pink and yellow, they'd be pretty boring compared to all the other colours. So we can allow ourselves to feel fully and just be human.
That's beautiful. So what you're saying is I loved what you said about not having depression. You just had depressing thoughts. And I love your explanation about the rainbow and bringing it back to nature, bringing it back to that spiritual essence that's within each and every one of us. It's in you, it's in me, it's in the trees outside. And knowing that it's okay to feel and it's okay to embrace what happened and allow it to flow through you. And know that there are going to be days, there's going to be ebbs and flows, there's going to be cycles, there's going to be tears, and there's going to be laughter. That's all part of nature. When a tree loses its leaf, the tree doesn't mourn. The leaf falls down to the ground, and with that falling, it nurtures the ground, the new place of residence on the ground, and the nutrients go back up into the tree again. And it leaves new life for new buds up above. The tree isn't constantly green. Sometimes the trees appear dead, but it isn't. It's just going through the cycle of life. When I lost my fiancé, I had a lot of thinking that I needed to be strong, just as you did. I had a lot of thinking that I needed to resist the thoughts and lift my chin up and get over it right away. But what that did essentially is created a space for more negative thinking about myself. I had more thoughts on top of the what is, that I wasn't getting through it fast enough, that I was crying too much. And then when it came time for Sophia to transition, my daughter Sophia, I knew what was coming, and I knew the feelings were going to be fierce and were going to be strong. And I knew it was okay to feel those feelings. I knew it was okay to cry. I knew it was okay to allow them to pass through, just like a contraction, just like the ebbs and flows of life. When we start resisting the what is and start thinking about the way we should be, it just creates more resistance, more hurtful feelings deep inside about ourselves. And if we can release that and allow things to just flow, we feel better.
So I guess what we wanted to say is it's okay to be human. Your humanness is your strength. It's not strong to lift your chin up, to be strong, and you're going against nature. It's like a storm blows through and nature tries to stop the storm. Like, your humanness is your superpower. It's your ability to be humane, to have humility. And it's those qualities that open your heart up to this divine orchestra of something beautiful and beyond us, but through us.
Right. I'm trying to describe the indescribable. I like to think of the more vulnerable, this is just a word, the more vulnerable you allow yourself to be, the stronger you realize you are. And you're not broken. Never broken. Never was. Never will be. We're human.
So, I hope that's helpful, and lots of love to anyone that's listening. If you're suffering from loss, bless you, we're with you, and God bless you. Bye for now.